The fuck? BBN, Jack Frost. What's up, party people? Hey, what's up, Young? What up, CC? What up, Ant? So I've changed the format. For everybody that don't know, I changed the format. In the morning, we're gonna be talking about more about like ways of life, how we should be living, what our mindset should be, things that could keep us motivated, get us through the day, make us strong, hopefully, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Those are the things we're going to start focusing on in the mornings. So that's what I'm going to be talking about. So in the mornings, I'm rarely ever going to speak on hip hop stuff unless it pertains to whatever the conversation is about. This is another shirt that was made. I don't think you're going to be able to see it that well, but it says positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. We're going to try to get those out. On the back, it says, let's get it. We're going to try to get those out. Shout out to Florida, yo. Yo. We love y'all. What up, Estrella? What's up, Dr. Webb? What up, Brian? Chico? What up, Chico? What up, Wakanda? KD? Ava? How y'all doing this morning? We love Ava. How y'all doing this morning? Yeah, I know I was a little late. I'm black. Please excuse me. Who else in here? Mountain Rain. See, when y'all come in early like this, I can say hi to everybody, and it makes me just feel much better when I can say hello to everybody. And when y'all come in and we in the middle, and I can't, sometimes like that fucks with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to greet all of y'all. I think all of y'all are special in your own individual ways. And please, everybody, press that like button. How 16 of y'all get in here early, right? Just started it up. 16 of y'all in here, and I only got 5 likes. Why y'all do me like that? What up, Tigris? So this morning I want to talk about self-love. I think that's a problem that we just have in our communities. Just with what's going on with us as people, we have a problem with understanding what self-love is and being able to act on it. Often we have individuals that they're like, yo, this person is hating on me, that person is hating on me, and I'm here to say, yes, motherfuckers hate. Okay, but that's why we must love ourselves. I'm going to tell you about a conversation. I was in the same exact conversation with 2 separate people. I'm going to tell you how the conversations went. So an individual asked me, and I talked about this last week a little, and I'm not trying to talk bad about either party. I just want to explain to you. This is the best explanation I have for the time being of what a healthy mind sounds like and what someone that we might need to love a little bit more sounds like. Yo, what up, DJ? DJ. Hey, DJ, before we even start, do you mind if I share that conversation me and you had earlier? Before I even go into what I'm going to go into, do you mind if I share that conversation that we had earlier? Okay, so earlier today, well, actually I made the video yesterday, and I was talking about the situation I went on with and this is what I mean by the one few times that I will talk about hip hop. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because I want to apologize to DJ, and I want to apologize if I put false information out there, which I thought was accurate at the time. I'm going to explain why I thought it was accurate, and I'm going to explain how I was just put on to how it isn't. I have no idea where DJ is. So I'll get to that in a minute also. Just one thing at a time, please. So I put out a video, and I was talking about how the 40 50s, 40 Drake's producer has in terminal illness, right? So I just learned, I didn't even know what he had, to be honest with you. So he has MS. I believe MS is it's the disease that actually causes for your body to shut down, isn't it? Isn't it the same that Stephen Hawkins had? Stephen Hawkins had MS, didn't he? Stephen Hawkins lived to a really old age, even though when he was first diagnosed with that's not what Stephen Hawkins had? Anyway, MS is not a terminal disease. He had ALS. See, that's how I was confused. See, it's just that simple. See how simple it is? Sometimes people just make mistakes. I make mistakes also. Point being, I said that MS was a terminal disease. MS is not a terminal disease. And I want to apologize about that. I make mistakes. I have no problem explaining when I make a mistake, telling you why I made the mistake, and then trying not to make any future mistakes. I'm not going to come into here or anywhere else and try to hide the fact that I made a mistake, or try to create a situation where I'm trying to bully somebody because they pointed out something that I did that was incorrect. I have no problem with admitting mistakes. That's one. All right, so DJ put me up on it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't think everybody needs to know the whole entire conversation, but I'm gonna leave it like that. And I appreciate you, DJ, for putting me on. Copy, you the man or the woman. I have no idea. The name is DJ. It's ambiguous. So anyway. Dude, let's not do this early. Hold on. We're not doing this early in the morning. We're not doing this arguing unnecessarily early in the morning. All right, we're not doing this. I'm not talking to Ant. I'm talking to the other dude. He's a new guy. He don't know. Let's give new people a little bit of leeway sometime. What did he say? He wants to talk about hip hop. I'm gonna avoid that because everybody's seen the title of the video. No, not said that. I don't know what he's talking about. So he said hit the like button. What the fuck is he talking about? I'm trying to figure out who you keep trying to put an address or put in address on your talk. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Just whatever that is, I'm pretty sure that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. I'm not really we're not doing that. I appreciate you for trying to get involved, but maybe just sit around for a minute and see what we're talking about. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, what up, Tada? So, the point I was trying to make is nah, this damn sure ain't. Like, let's give him one more chance. I mean, maybe he's just confused right now, but we're gonna give him, yeah, basically to be positive this morning. That's it. Positive thoughts cause for positive things to happen. That's what the shirt said. All right. What up, Beat God? Okay, so basically what we're talking about. So I was having a conversation to get back to what I was talking about. So we have a problem with self-love. Like, it's a real problem with self-love. Yeah, get him out of here. Thank you, somebody. Thank you, Ant. There's a real problem with self-love that we have in our communities. We have to do something about that. We have to allow for people to love themselves. Before I even go into, I had the same conversation with two separate people, and I want to explain how one mindset, in my estimation, looked like an individual who might need a little bit more love than someone else, and the other mindset was an individual who, should I say, seemed more healthy. That's a good way to put it. One mindset was an individual that was healthy, in my estimation, and the other one was somebody who needed a little bit more love. Because sometimes we gotta these people that don't love themselves, when we care about them, we have to show them more love. You understand what I'm saying? So, okay. For everybody that don't know, last week I told a story. I said I was in a conversation with somebody, and I'm going to tell the whole entire full story because the person after the fact called me up and said I told the story wrong. So I told the whole entire full story. They didn't understand that I didn't tell the full story because I really didn't want to make them look bad. I was just trying to talk about a specific event that happened. It wasn't about them, but to them, it's about them. So I'll let it be about you. So I'm still not going to say the person's name. So I was having a conversation with somebody and they asked me about compatibility. And they asked me, did I think that I was compatible with them? And I told them basically, and no, I said, I think I'm compatible with everyone. So usually a person, this is how conversations work, everybody. Usually a person asks you a question and then they give you the opportunity to answer the question because nobody knows everything. So I said, I think I'm compatible with everyone. And then I went on to get ready to take what I was going to say. I'll tell you what I was going to say after the fact so I could tell you what they said. So they went on to say delusion, like yelling and screaming like the shit was crazy. It was bonkers. It scared me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm telling you, like, this is factual, not me joking around. And it was a female that I was talking to. Not me joking around, me being straight up honest with you. It scared me. Okay. Especially, I'm a black man. Whenever I'm anywhere with a woman at all and they start yelling and screaming, to me, that is scary because let's say they don't call the police on me. Somebody might hear us talking and they might decide to call the police on me. Now the police shows up, anything can happen. I could get killed or murdered for nothing. So it scared me. Okay, let's just be clear on that. So I'm trying to explain to them what my point of view is, but they don't want to let me say anything, and all they're doing is yelling over the top of my voice. I'm thinking they're trying to get me to yell with them. Everybody, this is something that we must learn. We as human beings must learn this. From a distance, when you argue with a fool, no one can tell the difference. So when people start screaming and yelling, you got to be here. You have to be, I don't know, no better way to put it. You have to be in the moment. You cannot yell and scream with them. As much as our natural reaction would be to yell and scream, we cannot yell and scream with them. We must allow for them to yell and scream by their damn selves. So the individual is going on saying, you're delusional, you're delusional. And I'm like, wait, hold on. No, I didn't yell. Hell fucking no. So I said, wait, hold on. Let me explain my point. So the person just absolutely started going crazy, yelling and screaming. I said, I'm calling the cops. Because my thinking is somebody else is going to call the cops. I'm going to get fucked up in the game. Okay, so I have the same conversation with somebody else, a different individual, same exact fucking conversation. I'm going to even explain how it was the same conversation. I was telling them about the story. And before I can get to the end of the story, when I got to the part where I said, the person asked me, am I compatible with, whoever? And then I said, well, I think I'm compatible with everybody. Before I even go any further, the other person said the same damn thing. I think I'm compatible with everybody also. Okay, now, let me explain. What's up, Source? Let me explain why I said that. Because I'm particularly a person who my wants and my needs are very little. Like, it's not that I'm easily satisfied, it's that I'm not really that difficult. So if you want to go do certain things, whether I want to go do them or not, I'm probably going to go do them. It's like, whatever. I grew up in an era where when your woman wants to go out or she wants to go do this or she wants to go do that, as long as it makes sense, I don't really got a choice. I got to go do it. That's just my thinking is. I think, like, I don't really care what we eat for dinner. I don't really care about when we do this, when we do that. So I'm extremely, how do you say, whatever it is, I'm just most likely I'm going to be able to do the thing you want to do, or we can meet somewhere in the middle. It's not that big of a deal. I believe we have to, go along to get along sometimes, especially when you're in a relationship. At least when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to go along to get along. So I compromise. I believe in compromise, and I don't believe in trying to force my will on others. So when I'm in a relationship, often when a person is like, I'm flexible. Yes. So I believe, yes, I'm easygoing. So I believe that I'm compatible with everybody because I'm easygoing. You understand? When I'm flexible. Thank you. Perfect words. Thank you, One Night. Thank you, KD. Low maintenance. Exactly. So when the person asks me, was I compatible with everybody? To me, I'm thinking whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, because these are my opinions. To me, I'm thinking, you know what? Yeah, why not? I don't. I've not ever broke up with somebody because of incompatibility in my mind. In my mind, we've always something has happened that was like, like some other shit, and that's what happened. I'm gonna explain how all of this goes back to self-worth in a minute. Hold on. So, a shape-shifting lizard lady, I don't know. How attractive is she? So, what I'm saying is, when I spoke to the person who, good morning, Miss Prater. When I spoke to the person, I'm adaptable. Thank you. When I spoke to the person who might need a little bit more love than, others, their first thing was, one, to not let me finish what I was saying, two, to be combative, three, to start calling names. Now, I'm not trying to say these are mental health issues. I'm not trying to say that. I mean, let's think for a second. I'm actually a person who, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not saying that. If anybody is saying that, it's not me. And I'm not saying that that's not the case. I'm just saying, if anyone is saying that, it's not me, okay? But the person's first response was to not allow for me to continue talking, to call names, to be combative and to call names. That was the person's first instincts. Just be clear on that. The second person I spoke to, before I can even get the whole thing out my fucking mouth, they basically said the same things that I said. You want to know the biggest difference between these two individuals? The worth that they have for themselves. Because when someone doesn't have a lot of self-worth, they're going to try to make you feel like you are low. I don't think that individual's bipolar, by the way. I don't really like having to explain bipolar every day, but I don't think that individual is bipolar. And I'm not going to say what I think the individual is or isn't, but that's not bipolarity. Bipolarity is basically when you switch from one train of thought to another, like emotional state like this, and whenever you're in it, a certain emotional state, it's difficult for you to get out of it. You understand what I'm saying? So somebody that's bipolar, they might be extremely happy, then at the drop of a dime become extremely depressed, and it'll be a depression that you can't get them out of. You understand what I'm saying? So, and the bipolar is not always associated with anger. Also, sometimes bipolar is associated with other emotional extremes. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's more of an emotional extreme than anything else. It's like the majority of people who are bipolar, they don't live in the middle whenever they're going through an episode. It's always at one extreme or the other. So that's basically what bipolarity is. Being bipolar is, it's not necessarily somebody saying shit like that was said. So I don't want to accuse this particular individual of anything. And hell, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm telling you the way it happened. I said it a little bit different the other day, because I didn't really want to attack the individual, and what they did to me was extremely scary. Like, I'm a black man. I don't know how the rest of y'all think, but whenever we're in a situation, whenever I think black men, especially us, whenever we're in a situation where somebody tries to get into a yelling match with us, we need to keep our cool. It's very important, because another thing, just for us to be, so you could be clear on, if somebody is calling the police on you and the police in the background hear a man yelling, when they show up, they are going to be even more aggressive towards you. So please, us men in general, just men in general, but especially us melanated men, please, we like, and for everybody that's like, I'm not black, but you dark as shit. Niggas don't know that when they show up to the scene. Niggas don't know you ain't black. Okay, let's keep that a buck. I'll tell one story real quick, and then we'll get back to the self-worth thing. There was a father who lived with his son. So the son and the father, this happened in New York City last year. So the father and the son was arguing. And so the father called the police on the son. The son went into his bedroom and left the whole entire argument and minded his business. The father wanted to have the son kicked out of the house. Most likely this was a pissing contest of some kind. Maybe he said something to hurt the good morning, DJ. Maybe he said something to hurt the father's feelings. I don't know. But the father ended up calling the police on the son after the son went into the room and minded his business. The police show up. The police go to arrest the son because the father tells the police that the son has a gun in his room. So the police go in there to arrest the son and get the gun. The police end up strangling the man to death and killing him. The father had his own son killed. Not on purpose, but he had him killed. Now that man has to live the rest of his life knowing that he had his son killed and most likely over nothing. So when people start acting crazy, I start turning on, I start recording shit. Seriously. I refuse to have a conversation with my landlords if I'm not recording. I just refuse. These guys, they lie all the time. They'll talk to me about one thing and then lie to other people like right through their teeth. So I record every conversation I have with them. Period. I don't care. I record them so much that I had to call the police on them one time. So the police showed up. And when the police showed up, they complained, like real story. The wife complained to the police that I'm always recording our conversations. Like, what kind of shit is that? Yeah, you lie all the time. What the fuck wouldn't I record your conversations? You always lie. Anyway, we have to have self-worth. We have to have self-value. We have to speak success into ourselves. You want to know one of the main things that people think about most successful individuals when they're on the come up? The main thing that people think about most successful individuals when they're on the come up is that them niggas is delusional. Them niggas is crazy. Good morning, Michael. That's what they think. Because nobody is going to believe in you if you can't believe in yourself. And sometimes the more you believe in yourself, the more people who don't believe in themselves is going to not believe in you and want you to not believe in yourself. So when you have individuals around you and they can't speak confidence into you, ever, you understand what I'm saying? When you have individuals around you, see, there's a difference between trying to speak confidence into somebody and wanting somebody to understand the pitfalls that they might come up against. I'm going to explain. So I was dating this individual, right? I was with her for quite some time. I told her I wanted to start a YouTube channel. I was on Twitch doing video games, not even really caring about the world. Appreciate you, not. And so I told the individual I wanted to do a YouTube channel. The individual actually agreed with me and said that they thought it would be a good idea for me to do a YouTube channel. So every time I was trying to do a YouTube channel and I spoke to them about doing a YouTube channel, the way their mind was is that they couldn't comprehend the thing that I was trying to do. So they, in their minds, they couldn't see what I saw. And when I tell you that this is not the finished iteration, this is not, today I'm going to go look at cameras, by the way. Today, I'm going to go look at cameras. You got to buy a camera. And I'm talking about a video camera, a camera that I can shoot real good video on. I'm going to buy a camera today. A camera today. I'm probably spend about $2,000. I'm investing back in. And I couldn't do that without y'all. Let's just keep that a buck. When y'all donate here, y'all not donating for me to go eat Popeyes. When y'all donate here, Y'all donate for me to try to help build the platform. Don't worry. Tonight, if I cop it tonight, I think I'm gonna cop one tonight. It depends on if Amazon has better prices online than Best Buy have when I get there today. So just Popeyes is not trash, nigga. Fucking ain't, yo. So if I cop it tonight, if Best Buy doesn't have a better, if Amazon doesn't have a better price for Best Buy than for the thing that I'm gonna get, and then I'm gonna have an unboxing tonight. Well, it's gonna already be unboxed because I gotta play with the shit. But I'm gonna show everybody the camera that I copped today. If I buy it today, whenever it gets here, I'm gonna show everybody. That's the point. And I couldn't do none of this without y'all showing up. One thing I do need to ask, please, everybody, share the fucking videos. Please, everybody, hit like. This is why I know that my videos could do better. I got 35 people in here and I got 23 likes currently. You know how other channels are able to attack this channel, our channel over here? You know how because y'all don't hit the like button when y'all watch the video. So when other channels come in and they want to attack me, or other people that just don't like me because they just don't like me because I wasn't kissing their ass well enough, all they got to do is complain. YouTube is going to look at the algorithm, not even a person, but the algorithm is going to look at the fucking channel, see that the channel isn't getting as many likes as it's getting watches, and it's going to say maybe there's something wrong with the channel. Maybe there's something wrong with the video. So I need y'all to get in there, like the video, and I need y'all to watch the video to the end. That's so important. Y'all guys are my base. If y'all not watching my videos to the end, if y'all guys aren't watching the videos to the end, I don't know. Anyway, look, y'all do what y'all can. People can't always watch the videos to the end. Sometimes people forget to hit like. It is what it is. But I appreciate you if y'all could do either. Both. So a lot of times people I'll be jumping around like a motherfucker. I can't help it. But a lot of times people don't want you to have faith in yourself. And that's what that person was doing to me. The person wanted me to believe that I am not the individual that I am. If that makes any sense. The person wanted me to believe or wanted me to question my mental state without even hearing what I had to say. The person was trying to pass their possible mental illness to me. What up, Kay? That's what they were trying to do. We must have self-worth. We must have faith in ourselves. We must have belief in ourselves. We must believe that we can. Sometimes our beliefs are going to be unfounded by others. You can't allow for what others think about you to be your business. It is not my business what other people think about me. If people like me, ain't my business. If people don't like me, ain't my business. If people, I don't know, don't care, ain't my business. None of this is my business. The only thing that is my business is what they do regarding how they feel about me. The only thing that is your business is what they do regarding to how they feel about you. That's the only thing that's your business. You think a motherfucker that hate me but keep his hate to himself and stay on the other side of the world matters? But how about a person that loves me and shows that love by trying to help me see my vision? That matters. One of the things I always talk about is I hate when people say that they did good or they achieved whatever their dream is or they got the thing that they wanted to do or they made it because they were fighting their haters. We have to stop doing that. That's not a sign of self-worth. Trying to get people that don't like you to like you is not a sign of having self-worth. It isn't. You know what's a sign of health worth, self-worth? Pardon me. You know, I said health worth. Freudian slip. You know what's a sign of self-worth? Making sure that the people that you keep around you are people that's going to build you up, not tear you down. Making sure that the people you keep around you is the type of people that you want to build up, not people that you're empathetic to. Because I'm going to assume motherfuckers ain't out here trying to get niggas all fucked up in the game. I'm going to assume you either don't care about a nigga or you love them. Because that's usually how I try to operate. Either I fucks with you all the way, I care about you, I want all the success in the world for you, or I'm like, I'm going to stay away from this individual. Because our energies don't mesh. If you have self-worth, you're going to think me trying to achieve something is a more valuable way to use my time than me trying to tear someone down. When we have self-worth. When we have self-worth, we're going to think loving ourselves, basically, that's what I just said, me trying to achieve, us trying to achieve, we trying to achieve. Loving ourselves is more important than hating others. Because the thing that you think is more important is the thing that you're going to think about doing first. So if you're first thinking, I'm going to tear somebody down instead of build myself up, then mentally, whether you know it or not, you don't have a high level of self-worth. Because if you have a high level of self-worth, you're really not going to ever want to spend any time trying to tear somebody else down. You're not going to have any time for that shit. You want to know when the person that hates you wins? When the person that wants bad for you wins. You want to know when that is? That's in every single moment that you can do something to better your life. And instead, you choose to not improve your life and to try to take away from somebody else's life. That's when that is. That's when they won. I had somebody talking to me in the thing today, and they said, hold on, I'm going to tell you what let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Let me see if I can find it. That's what they said was some bullshit. But beyond it being some bullshit, it's okay. It's fine. Fuck, I know I should have. Should have screenshotted the shit. I didn't even screenshot it. Basically, it was about. Oh, I know what video it's on. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm so many apologies for this. I'm taking so long to do this real quick. Give me 1 second. I know what video it's on. Yo, I put 2 videos out the other day. I try not to put videos out on weekends because it's not feasible for me monetarily. But that's why I don't really drop videos on weekends that much unless they're live streams. But I need for everybody to go to those videos, even if you saw them before. Make sure that you watch the video, and please make sure that you hit that like button. And please, everybody, I need y'all to share the damn videos everywhere that y'all can share it. I'm having problems with them. So hold on. He's not even just hating. Oh, shit, I was saying that the whole time. Okay, so I dropped the video, right? And this is why often I try not to. This is why often I be trying not to comment to people who make comments that are not regarding the video that we're speaking on. And the person says, no shit. I was saying this the whole time when you was riding the rainbow wave, to the point where you were blocking people for having their own point of view. Go figure. Jade says this. I'm going to show you. Not bullshitting. This individual said that. I responded, I'm 100% sure I wasn't blocking anybody for having their own point of view. And considering I have been saying these very same things, I actually have videos proving it, even though I am sure. I meant to say I am sure, but the damn thing must have auto-corrected me to in. Even though I am sure you are going to say I wasn't. I am certain no one got blocked for that. Racism, sexism, overboard disrespect gets people blocked. Now, for everybody who's been here for such a long time, quite a few of y'all have been in this community for months. When have you ever seen me block somebody for not agreeing with me? But to this individual that just wants to they're upset about whatever they're upset about. They want to say that I'm blocking people for not agreeing with me. See, shut up, Aunt. They just want to say I'm blocking people for not agreeing with me, which is absolutely incorrect, not true. Why? And then this is the funniest thing about the whole entire comment. The video that I made, I have a whole entire playlist of 6ix9ine of me saying these very same things over and over and over again. So it leads me to believe that one, this person is either trolling me, or they just want people to that look in the comment section to see a negative comment in hopes that they won't watch the video. Or this person has a disconnection with reality and in thus can't even comprehend what the fuck I was saying in the first place. But did I just block that individual? No, didn't even block him. Whatever, nigga. What am I gonna do? You feel me? I just left the comment and I left it alone. So just so we're clear, I'm plugging in my other phone right now. Just so we're clear, when people just drop negative comments for no reason whatsoever that don't make any sense, I usually just ignore them bitches. Not the bitches being the people, the bitches being the comments. I usually just ignore the comments. Whatever, nigga. You got time for this. I don't. Why do I usually ignore the comments? Because I prefer to build than to destroy. Why do I usually ignore the comments? Because I prefer to do something that is going to build me up and try to take me into a higher place that I currently am than to do something that's going to tear somebody else down. Now, why did I reply to that comment? Because people put negative comments in the comment section sometimes in hopes that somebody else, while watching videos, would see the negative comment and then decide not to watch the video anymore. So some of these comments I have to respond to. But for the most part, it's not my business what you think about me. It's only my business how you act upon it. Whether it's positive or it's negative. That's the mindset that we have to happen. Because the people who don't like us win. When we spend time not heading towards our dreams, when we spend time not attempting to put food on our table, when we spend time not doing the things that we want to do or the things that we should be doing, the people that don't like us win. Appreciate you, Web Doctor. Enjoy your day. They win. Self-worth. You want to know why in the music industry and all these other industries, they rolling hard? What up, Brian? They rolling hard with this hater shit because that brings them money. How does that bring the entertainment world money? How does that make sense? That's what somebody is saying, right? Oh man, that nigga's stupid. He think just by talking about hating shit that make niggas money. That don't make niggas money. Good morning, Miss Mahogany. How you doing today? Yeah, I remember that conversation we was having. But like I said, it's about self-worth. You know what I'm saying? You do what you have to do. You know, when people are doing evil, what are you gonna do? They're doing evil. They know that they're doing evil. You can't talk to a person doing evil. You could talk to a person that's what up, Quay? You could talk to a person that's informed, or you could talk to a person that's accidentally messing up. You can't talk to a person that's purposely doing evil. Anyway, so you're gonna say, how is them pushing a hater mentality, them talking this hater shit all the time, how is that putting money in their pockets? How is that good for their brands? Easy. The more negative the world is, the more pain people feel, the more individuals need an escape. Think about how many times I've done it myself. I've been like, damn, man, I had a hard week. I want to go and enjoy myself this weekend. Just think about how many times you thought that throughout your life. And think about how many times you've had a fucking beautiful ass week. And then did things that was different than those things that you did when you had a hard week. Because when you had a beautiful week, you don't want to escape from your reality. But when you've had a hard week, the average individual is going to want to have some kind of escapism. They're going to want to not feel like themselves. They're going to want to feel like something else. They're going to want to try to augment their emotional state. That's what they're going to do. I remember when I was young and I never really went to clubs that much. Didn't really care for crowds. I never did. Never really cared for crowds. So I go to clubs every once in a while. And I wasn't the guy that was in the club walking around looking paranoid and shit like that. I go have fun. I just never really cared for crowds. But of course, things have actually happened. It wasn't just random, oh man, I'm scared of crowds. No, wasn't scared of crowds. I just don't really care for them because you don't really know how many idiots you're around. And since I was going to the club with niggas that was idiots, there was a good chance that something would happen because I don't know how many other niggas brought idiots with them. Shit happens. So I remember often having bad weeks and thinking, damn, I want to go to the club this weekend. But then when I had good weeks, I just was thinking more to the line of, I want to keep doing the things that I was doing this week, but in the weekend. That's what I was thinking. I want to keep doing this thing that I'm doing this week, but I can't wait to do that on the weekend. Yeah, but we don't really do talking in the morning. So that's not no disrespect to the individual that was talking. That's more to we're talking about something and this is what we're gonna stay on. Appreciate you, Young. And I turned off the main phone so that I used that for. Appreciate you, Young with the donation. Now I know you know, eh? We have to protect our mental state, and we have to also protect the people that we love mental state. You know what I use? Okay, so let's think about it like this. Lately, what have I been saying every time we get off at night? I'll be like, find somebody that's still up in your house and hug them. How many of y'all actually doing that? I don't know. Don't even answer. This nigga hits a dick. Yeah, I hope it goes through too, and appreciate you. Sometimes when we're in distress, we seem not to understand that other people might also be in distress. Sometimes when we're going through some shit in our life, we're not cognizant of the shit that's going on around us that might also be going wrong in somebody else's life. What up, Gio? That's what happens. You know what I'm doing when I'm feeling down? I'm keeping a buck with you. I'm usually in a good mood, don't get me wrong, but when I'm feeling down, you want to know what I do? I'm gonna tell you what I do. When I'm feeling down, I like to try to pick other people up. It does two things. One, it helps me help somebody else have a good time. It helps me boost somebody else. And what could we want in life other than to be, appreciate you, Mario. What could we want in life other than to be an asset to another individual? We should all want to be assets to the people in our life that we care about and that we want positive things for. We have to get rid of this whole what are they doing for me mentality. That shit is not a good way to live. Second thing it does is it kind of helps me forget about whatever's bothering me. I mean, maybe not for the whole day, but for that moment. For that moment when that person that I'm speaking to, or that person that I'm helping, or that person that whatever the fuck is going on, for that moment, my problems don't exist. So sometimes I have like days where I'm going from one trying to build somebody up to another situation trying to build somebody up. And it's not always because I might think that those people are the greatest people in the world. Sometimes it's because, okay, I myself, I don't really like adulation. The other day I had somebody talking to me. They was mad at me and they was trying to talk down to me. And they said, oh, you just want people to build your ego up. Well, you're kind of talking to the guy that don't like to hear any good things about themselves. It makes me feel really uncomfortable whenever anybody speaks good about me, especially like if we're face to face talking and the person starts bigging me up about something. It makes me feel really uncomfortable. That's really not a necessary thing for my mentality, but I do understand that, like all human beings, I obviously need it, but it does make me feel uncomfortable. But what doesn't make me feel uncomfortable is talking good about other people. That makes me feel good. We must spend more time speaking success into ourselves. And sometimes speaking success into ourselves is speaking success into those that's in our circle, so they could speak the success back to us that we've spoken to them. You want me to say something positive about you, Ant? Not a problem. Ant looks like he has a clean forehead. There you go. Is good enough for you? We must speak success into ourselves. Some people, they don't have the strength. They don't have the personal strength, the inner strength to think positively about themselves on their own. Some people don't. They don't. So sometimes when we're speaking good about ourselves, sometimes these individuals that don't have the strength to speak positively about themselves can only speak positively about others. These individuals, we must always remember to allow their positive reflections on life to do exactly that, reflect back at them. When people say something nice about you, you are not obligated to say anything nice back to them. But it's the polite thing to do. When I was growing up, I used to have my stepmother, right? So she had these two big ass mirrors in the dining room, floor length, no cuts in them, straight mirror. I used to stand in the mirror for hours battle rapping. That's kind of how I nice at rapping. Well, I was already nice at rapping, to be honest with you. But that's where I was like, really fucking with my craft, because it's not just about the rapping. It's also about the hand movements. It's also about how you moving, how, you know what I'm saying? It's also about, and I was speaking confidence into myself. So often people see me and they don't understand why I feel the way that I do feel about myself. I got an older brother. He hates my guts. And one of the main things that he hates about me is because I'm always think that I'm going to succeed at something. He hates that. My older brother, supposed to love me, hates the fact that I always think that I'm gonna succeed at something. What kind of shit is that? But if you really pay attention, it has to do with his own lack of confidence. Because when I'm around him, even though he has way more than I have, he's probably making about 150,000 a year. Yeah, that's sick shit. No, but to him it's normal. He's probably making like 150,000 a year. He has a nice apartment, doesn't have a fucked up ass landlord, nice car. I think he got two now. He has a small company he runs. You know what I'm saying? Like, this nigga got a lot. And he still wants to spend every single opportunity that he has to try to talk down on me, to talk down on me. That's not a me issue. Exactly. Rant says he has to get past his inner hate for himself. Exactly. That's not a me issue. Y'all fam to me too, yo. You already know what it is. I'm single too. I might end up marrying one of y'all. The women, of course, the women. You have to have been born with a vagina. So, yeah, the point that I'm trying to make is that's a him issue. It's not my business that he feels that how he feels about me isn't my business. So what do? I'm probably never gonna speak to that nigga again a day in my life. Why? Has nothing to do with my hate for him. It has more to do with my love for me. People are always trying to convince you to go around people and make amends with people that mean you harm. Stop doing that. Don't do that. If you know that a person means you harm, be sure first. Like in my situation, I am sure. If you know that a person means you harm, stay away from them. Period. You know that they mean you harm. How could you be loving yourself if you're going around people who want to tear you down? Please, somebody explain. I doubt he's trying to use reverse sociology. You spell both of those words wrong. But yes, he's trying to use all types of different psychological means in order to sap my power and use it for himself. You understand? Because that's what he does to the people he keep around him. He talks down to them, and it makes him feel stronger. You understand what I'm saying? He talks down to them. He pits them against each other, sit back and watch them fight. Yeah, ask the question. That's what he does. What kind of healthy individual does that? There is absolutely no book on the human mind that is going to even say that is going to say any of that is healthy. All of that is unhealthy. All of that is toxic. That's actually what they call it. But what do? Stay from around them. Please, everybody. You know somebody means you harm. Stay from around them. You want to know who do us the most harm that way? Our parents. Because they love us. They love our brother. In my particular case, at least. Not everybody has toxic siblings. But they love us. They love our brother or our sister. And they want us to get along. So they try to force us to be friends. Knowing that one of us hates the other and is trying to destroy them. So sometimes the people, that's what I mean by somebody purposely trying to hurt you, in contrast with somebody who's not necessarily doing it on purpose. Because our parents might not be doing it on purpose. Our friends might not be doing it on purpose. I was dating this chick. Me and her had this female. Me and her had a pretty good relationship until she forced me to have to be around my fucking family. She forced me to have to be around the individuals that meant me harm. She made me feel like, how could she be with me if I'm not going to hang out with these people that want bad for me? No, actually, I never even talk about the guy or think about him. It's just in this particular conversation, he comes up. So I don't really ever talk about the guy, to be honest with you. I don't really care for him. I mean, this is real bad to say, but I'm pretty sure that if he died tomorrow, I wouldn't go to his funeral. But, whatever, nigga. I don't really care about him. It's just we're having a conversation, and the way that I particularly talk is I believe that if I'm going to talk about something, I want to share what I have, the opinions that I have. I was in a car accident. I could have died. This guy didn't care that I could have almost died. He only cared that the car got messed up. And the car is what almost killed me because the front wheel alignment was off. So since the front wheel alignment was off, when I was driving at a moderate speed and the shit popped up off the fucking ground because I was on the FDR, that's a terrible fucking road, the fucking front wheel alignment was off. The car swerved to the side, almost got me killed. He didn't care if I died because to him, the most important thing was that car did not get into an accident. That's the only thing he cared about. So no, I really, but it's pertinent to the conversation, so I'm bringing it up. If we was talking about a different type of conversation, which I would have brung up other people and why I think the way that I think, then I would have spoke about that. Nah, he hates me. That's a fact. It's not about the car. He hates me. That's a fact. He wants, I'm gonna tell you how bad he hates me, just so y'all can get a little bit more understanding, and we're gonna move on. Ray Caruth was just released from prison. Um, he used to tell people to come to the job because I used to work for him. He used to send people to the job where to work with me and try to mentally try to attack me and cause me to be unstable mentally. And if they didn't do that, he would fire them. If I didn't complain about how they used to just come to the job and want to argue with me over nothing, he would fire them. I don't know what you could call it, whatever you want to call it. And how do I know he used to do this? Because all of the people he fired are people who at one time or another told me that he told them things to come to the job to try to talk to me about, or told them things to come to the job to do to me. And they was just real niggas. You giving it a buck. They were just real niggas. I don't think I know anybody that hates me more than my oldest brother. Just to be honest. Just so we can be honest. I don't think I know any, like, my landlord hates my fucking guts. Don't get me wrong. But he doesn't hate me nowhere near as much as my oldest brother. It ain't even close. Ain't even close. Anyway, let's get off of that. Actually, I do need to go try to see. I need to get to Best Buy. I want to get there early. So we're gonna call this a wrap, but I'm sorry, wrapping it up right now. But everybody, please, we have to protect our mental state. Copy Miss Mahogany. Miss Mahogany be on her job. I fucks with Miss Mahogany. We have to protect ourselves mentally up here. Everybody's always worried about how big their muscles get. Everybody is always worried about how pretty or attractive or beautiful or whatever, the handsome or whatever they look. What we need to do is get more attractive mentally. Mentally, we need to get more attractive. Mentally, we need to form organizations within ourselves. I'm not saying, yo, all black people stick together. I'm saying people of like minds. We need to start forming organizations inside of ourselves. What's up, Zeke? We need to start forming organizations inside of ourselves. You understand what I'm saying? We need to start being able to rely on each other. We need to start building on premises like that. You understand what I'm saying? Because part of the main issue that we have is separation. We have so many people of like minds that don't come together and help build. That's what I want this platform to be. When I actually start coming out with my own art, you will be able to see exactly what I'm saying a little bit better. And I'm gonna need people in the New York City area. So if people are in the New York City area and y'all wanna work on a appreciate you, Zeke, and y'all wanna work on a how do you say, a web series with me. I'm gonna start shooting next year. I'm working on a script as we speak. Um, just let me know. Um, other people can't always see our dream. Other people can't always see our vision. Even nowadays, when I tell people about what I want to do, I don't tell them everything. I just tell them what I know that they could visualize and see. Because sometimes when you tell people what you want your end result to be, they think that you are delusional. Because they can't see shit like that for themselves. So how could they see it for you? People that can't dunk, if you're they same height, they're gonna assume you can't dunk. I don't know no better way to put it. I love y'all. Everybody have a beautiful day. Today let's have a day for ourselves day. All right. Everybody know where my email is at in the link of every description of every video. Let's have a today day. All right. It's gonna be for ourselves. Today is a today day. Because today I'm gonna do something for my fucking self. And I'm not gonna do something from myself out of selfishness. I'm going to do something for myself out of love. And I'm not talking about going and buying yourself something. I'm not talking about having a cheat day on your diet. I'm talking about thinking about what your long-term goal is to whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, figuring out a short-term goal that you can make within this week, and then making sure that you meet it by Friday. That's what we're going to do. We're going to think about one of our long-term goals. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Everybody got different long-term goals. You're going to think about whatever your long-term goals are. You're going to find a short-term goal that you need to meet in order to be able to reach your long-term goal. And then you're going to work on that this week. Self-improvement. That is the best masturbation that anybody can ever do. Like, comment, subscribe. Join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got on this one. I'm out.